So like I was saying, in the crypto market, there are two kinds of seasons. There's two kinds of seasons. There's bull run, there's bull season, and there's bearish season. Like we experienced a complete bear season this last September and October. Was very bearish. Most coins went back to their all-time low. Okay, I think I have to mute us so that because my voice is echoing. So I think I have to mute us. All right. If you have questions, just use the chat box, and I will attend to your question. Make sure nobody's in the waiting room. Okay. So according to this person's question, Mr. Shego's question, in crypto, we have two seasons. We have bull run, bull season, and the bearish season. And then in the bull season, we just experience massive profits on trades. Like of course, we experience occasional retracement, little retracement, or little pullbacks. But generally, you'll be seeing profits. Like throughout this year, there's only been it was only in March we saw a terrible dip in the market. But after March, the market was completely like a green, just a little bit of dip and then up, a little bit of dip, then up, a little bit of dip. Then before when I finally met, the market had to correct completely, and most coins had to go back to their all-time low, like all-time low or lowest low again. So most coins, some very good coins now, if you buy them now, it's very easy for you to see 100% in the short term of 1 month, or by January. By January, February, you should see lots and lots of profits on those coins, as long as they are good coins. Because one bad thing about bear markets is that the bad coins never recover. They remain at the lowest low for as long as wherever. But if you're holding a good coin, of course, other features apart from the bulls, so apart from the bears trying to tear it down, other features, that is the use cases, what is offering to the market, will really, really go a long way to keep gradually increase the value of that coin, and then people that trading the coin will be on profit. Then, so if you're going to be in this space, you should decide the kind of trader you want to be, or the kind of, how do you want to make your profit? Do you want to be a trader, a regular trader? Maybe you want to be trading and be taking short-term profit, like 5%, 10% in short term, like daily or weekly, or this thing, or you want to be an investor. An investor is usually someone you might have. As an investor, you can start with as little funds that you have, or you can start with, if you have plenty of funds, you can start with that. You can start with small fund, because an investor is patient with the market, very patient with the market. It's usually traders that make the mistakes of working with their emotions, in the sense that when the market is really, really, really misbehaving and they have open trades, because normally when the market is misbehaving, two things are involved. It's either if you perceive an impending bearish market, it's either you sell off all your coins and then leave them in USDT so that you can easily rebuy them at the dip, you buy them back at dips. Or if the value of your portfolio have really gone down before you could do that, you can wait it out. You can wait out the market out. The market will recover. And then, of course, sometimes it can be a long wait for you. But then, as soon as if your portfolio dips badly and you sell off, your loss becomes permanent. But at that point, when your portfolio has dipped but you haven't sold off, your loss is impermanent, because you can easily cover your loss. All you have to do is be patient enough for the value of your coins to recover. short term, in the mid term, or in the long term. But it's those that can calculate up to 500, 600% are usually the investors, those that wait for long, those that wait for 2 months, 3 months. Because whether you like it or not, that time you think you can wait. If you look in retrospect, you realize that at the end of the day, you could have waited. Like there's a coin, let me show you. I'll go back to the complete basic because of Mr. Shegu and Mr. Paul that just joined us. But excuse me, I want to touch something. Now I'll show you something with this coin. Now, this coin, watch out for this X die. Stick. Watch out for this coin. Watch out for this coin. This coin is going to go up to more than its all-time high. This coin was listed, if you check, this coin was listed in came out in May. as around April, May. And then this coin got all the way to an all-time high of let's look at the all-time high price. The all-time high price was $41, all the way from less than $1. Now look at May this year, and this all-time high date was on in September. Now check between May and September, you realize that you could have waited. Imagine if you had bought this coin in May, you could have easily waited. But normally when you buy a coin, you just view the coin and then start expecting like sharp profit and all that. Not like you can't see profit though. You can easily get profit of like 5%, 7%, 10%, even up to 50% within a month. It's very possible, especially when you're doing what we call compounding profits. Compounding profits is in the sense that you don't expect 50% at a stretch. You can easily, if you're using $50 to enter a trade now, for example, that's about 20K, 22,000 naira, which is very reasonable to enter a particular trade. Before you can use a small funds to enter trade, it means that you're willing to hold that coin for a long time. Because if not, you won't see any reasonable profits on that coin. Let's take, for example, now you use 10,000 naira to buy a coin. Then, if you want to see reasonable profit, I'm talking about 100%, 200%, 500%, or even 1,000% on that coin, you should be willing to wait up to a month, 2 months, 3 months for that coin to do well. That is, if that coin have very good fundamentals that will make it do well. So, look at this coin, for example. This coin has got an all-time high of $41 within a phase of May, June, July, August, September. That's a phase of 4 months plus. It got from all the way from less than $1 to $41. Do you know how much percentage that is? That is over, like if you had bought the coin, if you used to put $100 in that coin, it would have given you lots and lots of money between that time. But who is willing to wait for 4 months plus to be able to enjoy that kind of profits? Just like some of the coins that I recommended for us to hold, you're going to see lots of profits on those coins coming, I think, at least in the first quarter of next year, between now and the first quarter of next year. And then I'll also do some recommendations. I'm just trying to, as we said, plenty of time trying to do some 1 or 2 research. So I can recommend some coins that you can buy them and make some profits. Personally, I recommend investing. Because in the long run, it helps your investing mindset and it also helps your portfolio. Sometimes trading regularly can really, really affect your portfolio, because if you buy and sell, sometimes you encounter losses and then you don't recover from those losses. So this is just like basic advice. So look at this coin now. The all-time low of this coin was the all-time low of the coin. Let me see if they wrote it here. The all-time low of this coin was $0.5. That was less than $1. And it got to an all-time high of $41 in the phase of 4 months plus. And that happened this year. So what I'm trying to use this to emphasize is the place of patience in trading and investing crypto, especially investing crypto, not really the trading. In trading, you can do short-term. People do day trading. If you're going to do day trading, it means that you have large funds. which means you're willing to be comfortable and enjoy 5%. If you make 1%, 2%, 3%, 5%, maximum 10% in a day, you should be happy. And that doesn't mean that you can easily make that 10% the next day. You can easily lose that 10% the next day. So like I said, those that really enjoy the plenty profit in this space are usually the long-term holders, are usually the long-term investors. Those are the ones that, so now is a good time to buy some coin because of what? They are on their lowest low. Look at this coin, for example, Corv. Corv Finance is a DeFi coin. What is a DeFi coin? DeFi coin is what we call decentralized finance. When cryptocurrency came out, let me be sure that you guys are following. Okay. Okay, imagine someone else. I hope you guys are following. Can you hear me clearly? Can you hear me clearly? Just indicate the chat box so you can hear me. Just say hi in chat box so you can hear me. All right. Okay, now there's coin Corv Finance. Now Corv Finance got so up to $5, and right now Corv Finance is low, less than $1. Now, if Corv Finance gets back to $5, anybody that buys Corv Finance today will be on 500% profit, which might not be too far from today. So personally, some persons would advise you, this is Corv Finance, and let's just look at in the last 1 year. Corv Finance really was, remember the DeFi mania period? DeFi mania period was between June, July, August. And then when we enter September, DeFi started losing its vibes. And most of DeFi coins started getting to their all-time low and all that. Now look at it. Look at the trend in a year. Okay, I will have to mute. Okay, I'll have to mute. Oh, it's okay. Let me mute it now. Now look at Corv Finance. When Corv Finance came out, it got an all-time high of $15, and now Corv Finance is less than $1. Just Corv Finance getting to $5 alone is enough to give you 500%. Now, just in the last 1 year, let's look at a price chart. Yeah, okay, this is last 1 year. See the way it's going down. See, from $15 it came down, and then went back to $5. All you have to do to make 500% on this coin, or even 200%, is for it to get to like $2 or get to $5, and you'll be on. So now this is like one of the lowest low you can get this coin. Look at the lowest low of this coin. Now since all-time high, it has dropped to almost 100%. So it's very easy for you to make plenty money from this, because buying low, the essence of spot trading is to buy low and you sell high. Now, this is the all-time low date is even recently. That is I think this November, much recently. Just yesterday was the all-time low date of this coin. Just yesterday. So now is still a good time to buy this coin. And the all-time high date is and look at it. It has a very good supply, about total supply of 4.4 billion, but available supply is 108 million. Remember, the quantity of a coin in circulation also affects and influences the value of that coin. You know the law of demand and supply. When something is like too many in supply, it's going to really influence the ability of that thing to really get to a high price. But when something is a little bit scarce compared to the number of population going to trade that coin, then the value of that coin really have tendency to go up. Then you now add every other thing, like what is that coin actually bringing to the space? What value is that coin bringing to the space? Now we look at the all-time high date of this coin was in August. It was in August. That was all-time high. That was when it got to $15. So there's a whole lot of hope for this coin. So the essence of all this explanation I was giving is to tell you that in the long run, crypto is profitable, but there are things that helps make you profitable. And that thing involves information and timing. Knowing what to buy, knowing when to buy it, and knowing when to sell it is very important in making your profits in this space. Because now I'm going to teach, the advanced class much later after this class. I'm going to teach the futures and at least the intro part of the futures trading and margin trading. Now, in that futures trading, all you have to do is just also predict which way the market is going, up or down. It's very easy for you in spot trading. One of the reasons why spot trading, that is buying low and selling high, is safer for everyone, general public, is that your loss becomes permanent when you sell off. But in futures trading or margin trading or other kinds of trading, your loss, you become easily liquidated when you get your liquidation point. So if you're not ready to manage the risk of futures trading or margin trading, you should stick with what they call it. You stick with spot trading, which is very safe for investors. Futures trading, margin trading, and every options trading are for the risky traders and for those who can easily use large funds and make, because what about margin and futures trading is that you can use little money and you can use leverage, high leverage, and you can make large percentage. At the same time, you can get easily liquidated just as soon as the market misbehaves and goes against your prediction. So now let me go back to the basic for those of us that are still new here. So in crypto, what is the essence of cryptocurrency? What is the essence of cryptocurrency? The essence of cryptocurrency is to bring financial freedom to the unbanked. Now, if you look at Nigeria, for example, let me use Nigeria for example. There are lots of we have lots of drama when it comes to in the economy, in the finances, in the value of the currency, and all that. And then look at the for you to get a job, you know how it is. And then sometimes you can make large funds can come in for you, and it can be very legit. Something happened to one of my friends recently, whereby the bank decided to spend his money. Now he's planning on suing that bank. The bank decided to spend his money. Why? Because they felt that he looked like somebody that they had issues with before. And I was like, come on, your name is not even the same thing. As in, instead that their names look alike. Okay, now people have found out that this guy is innocent. Refund this money. I'm talking about over ₦1 million. And then they spend the guy's money in the name of the fact that why were they able to do this? Because they had access to his funds. But what crypto is bringing is a sense of decentralization, in the sense that right now the bank can't even tell how much I have in my portfolio. They can't even tell it. They can't even access it. I decide how much I want to move to my bank and how much I want to keep in my wallet. So it gives you a choice. Your money back in 2009, back in 2008, 2009, when there was a major financial meltdown, just like similar to what's happening now, lots of devaluation, lots of inflation going all around. You could have money in the bank, but you can't access it because actually what you're seeing there is audio money, just figures, but you can't really access the phone because the funds are not there. And because of what this were caused by centralization, the fact that funds were centralized, like you have to take permission from a central authority to be able to access your funds. So that was what brought in the concept of cryptocurrency. Like I used to tell people, if you're going to deal with cryptocurrency, you have to understand the basics first. If not, you'll be dealing with crypto from the Ponzi scheme mindset, which is Ponzi scheme mindset about crypto really irritates me. It completely irritates me because it really, really, really defeats the purpose of the financial freedom that crypto is bringing to people. And then it makes people lazy to really, really understand what crypto is all about. Crypto is a long time coming because the money has simply been evolving. If you look at the history of money and evolution of money up until this date, you will understand that money has been evolving from trade by barter to gold to metallic coins to paper money to ATM cards to use of electronic money like PayPal, Payoneer, Web Money, Western Union. And today, and each of these evolution of money, as money was evolving, it was trying to solve one problem or the other. Money was trying to scale. If money had an issue, one way or another, a solution will come out. Just like Trade by Barter wasn't solving problem of storing the money and all that and bringing actual value. It had to evolve to gold and metallic coins. And when that one became too bulky to carry, too bulky to transport, and too bulky to send across borders, it had to evolve to paper money. And that brought in regulations, brought in central banks and all that, which was necessary to be able to bring value to the paper currency. If not, everybody will be using paper. The paper will not have value. Everybody will be printing money from their houses. But that one had a limitation too, because you can't use Naira in the US and you can't use dollar in Nigeria. You have to convert your local currency to the currency of that country to be able to use that currency there. I'm giving this brief intro for the sake of those of us that, okay, this is not a trading platform. This is a CoinGecko. This thing you're seeing here is CoinGecko. It's for information purposes and research purposes. It's not for trading. This is CoinGecko. It shows you coins that are available. This screen you're seeing here is CoinGecko. It shows you coins that are available right now in the market, where you can buy them, where you can find them, their social media handles and all that. It's for research and information purposes, not for trading. So as I was saying earlier, so if you see cryptocurrency from the point of view of investment and from the point of view of this is money, this is you're treating it like money, it's going to really help how you manage it and how you manage your risk and losses. Now, mind you, the market in the crypto market is very volatile. Crypto market is very, very volatile in the sense that the price of coins never remains in a particular position for a long time. Excuse me. If you look at the chart, let me go to, let me use OKEx, for example. Let me use OKEx, for example. Now look at Mana. Mana has been on the increase because of the whole Ethereum 2.0 that's going to be launched on December 1st. Now, for all the holders of Ethereum, that's going to be massive for them because actually Ethereum is even targeting to reach, Ethereum will definitely hit $1,000 for one Ethereum. But it will get to $600. But then, of course, either way, I'm expecting dips on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, but not so much though. Not so much though. Now look at this chart and all. If you look at this chart, this is a 1 day. This is okay. Let me reduce it. This is what we call your candlesticks in crypto. Like each candlestick here represents 1 day. Now, if you look at it, represent 1 day. Now, let me show you. The market is always volatile. No coin, the price of a coin never remains in a single particular price for a longer time, longer than 15 minutes. Let me show you with a 15 minutes time chart. Now, this is a 15 minutes time chart. If you look at the 15 minutes time chart, you will see that no two candles are the same. No two candles are equal. So almost like every 15 minutes, the prices of the coins are changing. So each candle here, these are what we call Japanese candlesticks. These are Japanese candlesticks. Each candle here represents 15 minutes time frame. And each candlestick represents the opening price and the closing price of that coin per 15 minutes. So in this is a time chart. This is a chart. This is a chart. You can use it to do. You can use your indicators on it, but that's really advanced. But I want to show you that the price of a coin hardly remains in the same position for more than 15 minutes. So it always changes. So the point of trading is that you're trying to take advantage of this volatility to make profit. That is why I said the holders usually have more profit than those that trade regularly. Because if you look at this candles here, if you're going to trade a day trading, you could use 15 minutes or 4 hours time chart to be able to buy, sell, and take profits within that time frame, within 15 minutes or within 4 hours. So in that case, you have to really take note of what we call your risk management tools. Now, on some exchanges like OKEx, Binance, and other regular exchanges, minus Hotbit, they have buffers that helps you manage your trade. They are called order types. Now look at, for example, now to start trading, before I even get to the trading part, I need to really explain the risk, and explain the risk, then how to trade, and then your portfolio, how to manage your portfolio. But I think those ones will come subsequently, because I won't exhaust everything in the class. So to start your crypto journey, you need to first of all buy Bitcoin. If you notice, whenever you join the group, I give you some things to install, accounts to register on, and things to get. It's supposed to help you. Like Mr. Shago, you were asking me about what this other app I was showing you. That was CoinGecko, and CoinGecko helps you for information and all that. It was part of what I said to install, because when people ask you, when you tell people buy something like buy a coin, they start asking you where can you buy it. I'm like, come on, you have CoinGecko on your phone, you have CoinMarketCap on your phone. All you have to do is just open the app and type the name of that coin there. If you type the name of that coin there, you just simply let me just show you. You type the name of that coin. Let's just say, for example, now I say buy which coin will I use now? Buy Rune, for example. All you have to do is, okay, you don't know where Rune is selling. I just say buy Rune now, because I'm not actually come and say buy Rune at this particular price. If I'm making a recommendation, I can just easily tell you buy a particular coin. If you don't know where the coin is trading at, because I might not even tell you where to buy the coin at that time, but I say, okay, buy Rune now, for example. You just come to your CoinGecko and you type Rune. If you type Rune, CoinGecko will load up Rune. Now you can see Rune now. Rune is Tor chain. You can click on Rune. When you click on Rune, it will give you information on Rune. This Rune is a very, 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 it is a very good coin. It's a very good coin. Now, in the last 24 hours, this Rune has done up to 17%. And let's just check. You just look at it. You can easily check, okay, it gives you all information, the country address of Rune, the market cap, that's market cap rank, where it's ranking on the market, in the market, the trading volume, last 24 high price, last 24 hour price, available quantity, total supply of the coin, the all-time price of that coin. Now look at the all-time price of this coin. From the current price, the all-time high of this coin, it's 100%. It's 100% plus. So the all-time low of the coin is this, and it just gives you information. Then you now check, okay, where can I get this coin? You go to exchanges. If you go to exchanges, you will see where you can buy the coin. Now, it's arranged based on trust. The trust score is usually based on information, people using it, social media activities of these coins. So you can see now Binance has the largest trading volume for those coins. So you can buy this coin on Binance, you can buy it on MXC, you can buy it on Hotbit, you can buy it on Bitmax. So you just see down based on volume. So these are the places you can buy this coin. So if you see a name of a coin, you can easily come here to get information about this coin. Now look at information about the coin. Then you go to info, you will see the coin website, you will see the announcement where you can get information about this coin. And then you can see the blockchain, the Explorer, where it is on the blockchain, Genesis dates, the Facebook channel, Twitter channel, Telegram channel. You can see information about the coin, just a brief summary about the coin. Of course, you can also use CoinMarketCap too. CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap serves the same purpose. I use both of them, and I also use there's another app that I use. There's another app that I use too. I use what's the other app here? There's another app that I use. What's another app again? I have Crypto Compare. I use Crypto Compare too. But with Crypto Compare, you can easily with Crypto Compare, you can get news, like recent news about a coin. But there's so many things to learn in this cryptocurrency that really help you, because my place here is to empower you, so you can use some of these things yourself. Because like I said, maximizing crypto is all about information and timing. So let me just rush over to the buying and selling. Things about crypto is very bulky, so you take it one step at a time. You can't learn it all at once. The more you use it, the more you get used to it, the more you learn about it. So interest really plays a big role here. So first to do when you are in crypto space is to buy Bitcoin or buy Ethereum. Now that was why I gave the bundle link. I used Luno for a long time, and Luno is crazy with charges. But excuse me. But I found out about bundle. Inter-bundle activities it doesn't take any fee from you. And it charges you very little to deposit from your account. You deposit from your account using bundle into bundle, your Naira with your card from your account to bundle, and then within bundle, you can buy your coin. So maybe most likely I might do a video on how to use bundle, maybe just for clarity's sake, but it's very, very easy to use. Just use your card, set up your account, use your card and fund it. When you fund it, easily buy Bitcoin within the app, which is free of charge, or buy your Ethereum within it, which is free of charge. And then you can send your Bitcoin from there to, let's say for example, I give you a signal, I give you a coin to buy, and the coin is on OKEx. All you have to do is, after you bought your coin, oh wow, you're on profit on this coin. I gave you signal now. It's not been long I gave this signal, this TBC signal. I think it's even on more profit. It's even on more profit safe. Check, I gave this signal now. I gave the signal up, I think an hour ago or so in the group. This TBC coin. So let us take, for example, now you bought you bought your BTC within bundle and you want to send it here to start your trading or start your investing. The first thing to do is to click on assets and you click on deposit. This procedure works for every exchange. Personally, I use as many exchanges as possible, as long as the coin I'm looking for is there. That was how I use my exchange. So people stick to strictly Binance because they can't handle so many exchanges at the same time. But personally, I've come to a point where I can use as many exchanges as I want, just as long as that exchange have the coin I'm looking for on it. And most exchanges are the same, apart from one or two differences that separates each exchange. What is an exchange? An exchange is a place where you buy and sell your cryptocurrencies. And most exchanges these days are centralized in the sense that you don't have complete control of your funds. Like you don't have 100%. Like you can have access to your phone too, but just know that if anything happens to the exchange and they just go extinct like that, your funds are gone. So that's the advantage that decentralized exchanges like Uniswap have over centralized exchanges like OKEx and Binance. But all the same, centralized exchanges are very easy to use. They are very user friendly. Usually people have to get used to decentralized exchanges to understand them first before they could even use them. But it's very easy for people to just get adapted to centralized exchanges like Binance and OKEx and the likes of it. So mind you, most exchanges are the same, just one or two differences, probably in their order types and the way you do the buying and the selling. So we'll take it one step at a time. We could handle, if you have a particular exchange that you want to understand even better, we can handle that exchanges subsequently in further classes. Maybe I'll take a class on Hotbit, because some coins are on Hotbit. Which other exchange again? I'll definitely do for Binance. I've not done Binance yet. For people that were in my last class, my last basic class. So first of all, you click the token. Let's just say, for example, you have BTC in your bundle. They click BTC. Now, you copy the address. What is an address? What's an address? An address is unique to a coin per exchange. Like a BTC address on OKEx is not the same BTC address on Binance. So you don't mix it up, because if you mix it up, you lose your funds. So in this space too, you have to also pay attention to details. You have to pay attention to details. If not, you're going to easily lose your funds. And then before you deposit any funds to any exchange, make sure you have secured your account. Make sure you have secured your account. You have secured your exchange by setting up security. And that is why I told installing Google Authenticator is very topmost in that list of things I tell you to do for setting up. Google Authenticator adds a second layer of security to your exchanges, in the sense that even if someone wants to hack your account, they can only bypass your email and password, but they can't bypass your Google Authenticator, because those numbers change every 15 seconds. So first and foremost, and most importantly, before you start trading on any exchange, make sure you sync the account with Google Authenticator. Also, you saw that I told you to also get a new email address. Getting a new email address will take you up to 5 minutes. It's very important, because it reduces your risk of being hacked. This is a very, very risk-conscious space. So you have to be very conscious of your risk. You have to manage your risk very well, because people are waiting for you to be very careless with your security, and they will hack you. That's why I said, don't be smart by saying you have an email address. Please create a different trading email address for your trades, because this is not, personally, I don't hype, and I don't even give, I don't blow things out of proportion. I say things the way they are. In one of the groups I'm in, the lady almost lost her funds because a particular lady kept sending her emails, and she thought it was like legit. And then she knows that she had not been doing those activities on her Binance or something. And then she had to, Binance had to eventually tell her to secure her account. It took a lot of process to recover her account, because she didn't listen to the whole, make sure you use a different email address for your trading, because your normal email address, you don't know where you might have used the email address. So you can get any email, you can get phishing email, you can get hacked emails, and you wouldn't even know. And bugs might be in those emails. All you have to do is click a link, and you are exposed to those hackers. So it's very important you have a fresh email, so that you can track every email that comes into that email and know that it's only for trading. Whatever information that comes into there is information that concerns your activities on those exchanges or anything that's crypto related. And then you create another one differently for your airdrops, just in case your airdrops demands a mail. Don't use same airdrop email for your trading. It's for safety purposes. So first and foremost, make sure you link your account, your exchange account, to Google Authenticator. Now you do that by you come to your profile. Sorry. You come to your profile, you come to your security, and then you go to your Google Authenticator and you enable it. The process is very simple. Just follow the prompts. And another thing you should pay attention to in this space is to make sure that every key, keep your password safe, keep your security keys safe. Because like I said, recovering these things from these centralized exchanges is very tough and very hard, because they wouldn't want to just release your account to just anybody. So they want to make sure that you are the one. When you lose your account and they want to help you access it, recover it, they're going to put it through stress. So please keep your security keys safe. When I tell you to write it out, please, it's very important that you write it out. If you're going to copy it out and keep it to a place you can always access it. Like personally, I use cloud saving app like Google Keep, Telegram, because I know that they have, even if something happens to my phone, my device, I can always access this information. All I have to do is to log in with my email or log in with my number if it is Telegram, and I'll have access to every information that is there. So the point of it is, make sure you follow instructions in this space. This is not the place of playing smart. You follow instructions and you stay safe. So that being said, you click deposit, you collect BTC, you copy the address and you send it to your bundle, and you send the BTC, and the BTC appears here in your funding balance. When it appears here in your funding balance, all you have to do in this scenario now, you're ready to trade. But because it's OKEx, you have to transfer your funds from, now what you sent was BTC. So you can select BTC and transfer the funds from your, network is disturbing. But normally you would see, if you have BTC, yeah, it has shown, from your funding account to spot account. So you transfer the BTC to your spot account, and then you confirm, and then you're ready to trade. So far so good. Do you have any question? Remember, this is like basic class. The Google Authenticator is for Binance. Bundle has its own security. I think Bundle uses fingerprints. If your phone have a fingerprint enabled and all, I think so. But the Authenticator is for Binance, it's for OKEx, it's for exchanges. The Authenticator is for centralized platforms. If you're going to use a wallet, I'll get to that. There are just so many information to get at a go. But I will brush through the buying part to be able to buy, so that the part 2 of this class will continue. It won't continue this evening. I will have to do it tomorrow morning. I have a basic class tomorrow morning, but it's going to be a free class. Yes, I've touched that down, even though it's almost time for my futures class with these people. But I have to touch that now. So how do you enter trades? How do you enter trades? Now, I dropped the signal today. CBC. Let's use the signal I dropped today, and let me show you how to enter trades. Now, I'll show you funded your account. For Paul and Mr. Shego, I have videos on my YouTube channel that I actually explain all those things. Still, same time, I want to repeat myself here. Just that one-on-one classes helps us to be able to ask your questions. So you can watch this video again and repeat it again. So I don't have to repeat myself over and over again. The joy of the learning process is actually in the practicing. The more you practice, the more you learn. So let me show you how to enter trade. So I dropped a signal today. This is CBC that I dropped today that is on profit. I said CBC8. Now I said CBC8. That's what we call trading pair. Trading pair is usually, you have the base coin and the coin you want to buy. Now, look at this. Let me use my annotation. Now, this is a trading pair. This is where you're supposed to buy it at. What I just said is that you should buy CBC using Ethereum on OKEx or Binance. That's what I mean by this top part. Buy CBC using Ethereum on OKEx or Binance. Now, in this scenario now, you have Bitcoin. What should you do? What you should do is that you should use Bitcoin to buy Ethereum in order to have Ethereum to be able to trade this cryptocurrency. Now, it's very simple. It's very, very simple. Bitcoin is like the mother of all coins. You can always convert Bitcoin to any other coin. You can always convert Bitcoin to, all you have to just to buy or sell that coin. It's very simple. It's a very simple mathematics. The more you do this, the more you get used to it. So since you have Bitcoin, for example, all you have to do is you go to your search button and you type your ETH. If you type your ETH, you can see ETH BTC now. You have BTC. All you have to do is to buy ETH, buy ETH with your BTC. Excuse me. buy ETH with your BTC, which is you click this, you buy, and when you buy, your BTC converts to ETH. Depending on the, if you have $100 BTC, you might want to use half of it. If you want to use half of it, you click 50%, and half of it you buy with half of your BTC you have. It's just mathematics. You buy with half of BTC you have, and then now you now have $50 worth of BTC of Ethereum ready for your trade. Now, according to this signal, I said buy CBC with ETH on OKEx or Binance. Between this price, the entry zone, you will see buy or sell, entry or sell, or however, but just know that entry is what point are you buying at, or buy or sell. I'm trying to tell you the words I read. This one I used buy here and sell. So you know that whenever I use entry, I mean your buy zone, then you sell. So I'm saying that you should buy at this price. Now remember, in cryptocurrency, we have two types of price evaluations for your coins. We have Satoshi, and we have Satoshi and we have dollar. So for every Satoshi price, we have equivalent dollar price. What do I mean by Satoshi price? Remember the man that founded cryptocurrency, the man that founded cryptocurrency, or the team that founded cryptocurrency, is known as Satoshi Nakamoto. That is the name. Satoshi Nakamoto is the man that hypothetically created Bitcoin that we have today. Nobody knows who he is, whether it's one person or whether it's a team. But the valuation of crypto is now named after him. It's the way we have 1 naira, $1, we have 1 Satoshi. And that 1 Satoshi have a a convertible what's the word? Has a valuation in dollar. We have dollar valuation, we have Satoshi valuation. So just these plenty zeros you are seeing here is a Satoshi valuation. Is Satoshi valuation. So you will see 1 Bitcoin, and then you see if you can see 1 ETH, and you see the equivalent in dollar. 1 ETH, sorry, is equivalent in dollar and is equivalent in Satoshi. So that's these plenty zeros here. I will explain it in subsequent classes, better in subsequent classes. All these terminologies. I think I'm going to do a video on terminologies in crypto. It will also help you. There was a class I did earlier this year on that though. It's on my YouTube channel. So you can also check that out. So I say buy a coin. I know I'm taking my time to explain these things. I'm taking my time to explain these things because it's very, very, very important. So I say, excuse me, buy this coin at 0.007755 to between this range, 0.009579. Sorry, I need to inform these people that the class is going to be a bit late. Okay. All right, I just wanted to inform, like, those for the futures class are already here, so I'll add them. All right, I'm sharing my screen now so that we get to So I can round up this basic class, and then, so like I said, after you've converted your ability to earth, next thing now is to enter the trade call, which is CVC, CVC earth. So you click on CVC earth. Now, if you look at the signal I gave, let me. Look at the signal I gave. It's saying I gave to buy between 0.0007 to 0.009. Now look at now, even between buying at that price I sent, when I sent this call, extended trade call, it was at 0.007, 0.007. And between that time and now, you would have made 10% profit. Between the time I gave the call and now, you would have made 10% profit. So now, but it's still within the range of price I said you should buy. I said you should buy between 0.0007 and 0.008. So you click on buy. You click on buy, and when you click on buy, you click on, now look at the price. First of all, when I say you should, this is the market price, both Satoshi and dollar equivalent. This is Satoshi price, dollar equivalent. Satoshi price, dollar equivalent. So you have to enter this trade. You have two options. Either you use limit order or use buy order. The way we call the order types. The order types are found here. So in limit buy order, either you're using limit buy order or you're using market buy order. What is the difference? The difference between limit buy order is that limit buy order, you are choosing the price. You have been given a price range. You're choosing a price to buy at. Now look at this sell wall. This is the buy and sell wall. The red is the sell. The buy, the green is buy. So since you're buying, which means you're going to buy an order from someone that is selling. Wow, this coin is really still going up. It's really still going up. So if you bought that coin, you should be on profit by now. You should buy this CVC. You should be on profit by now.
No.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus God. I thought I was sharing my screen. I'm really sorry about that. But I'm sharing my screen, but it's supposed to be showing.
Is anybody else saying it? Maybe I'm the only one not saying it.
Collins, Mr. Shagun, support. Can you see my screen? Okay, it's showing. Okay, you can see it. I think. Oh, okay. Because I know I was sharing it. Femi, I think you are the one not seeing it. Femi, I think you're the only one not seeing the screen. Okay.
Let me check.
Just check, yeah. All right. So, as I was explaining before, this is your buy and sell wall. The red represents people that are selling, and the green represents people that are buying. So since you're buying, let's just say you want to use limit order. To make sure that your order fills fast, you can use the cheapest price in the sell order. Like this is the sell, this is the cheapest price here. And then you select 100% and you buy. It means that you're buying from the quantity of this person selling now. You're buying from the person. But because you're not sure if you're going to get it right, or you want your order to fill up down now, or you have checked the market price up here, and you've seen that it's within the range given, or it's within the range you want to buy, you can easily change this order type, this limit buy order, to market buy order, so that you don't have to bother yourself about putting a price yourself. What you're saying is that you want to buy at whatever the market is selling right now. At whatever the market is selling right now. So when you do that, if you have $100 in your balance and you want to use half of it, you click 50%. You want to use 5% of it, use 25%, or however, I don't know how much you will deposit. But whichever quantity you want, or you want to use everything, use 100%, and then you click buy. As soon as you click buy, it buys for you. You have bought the coin. And what I always recommend to everyone that wants to trade is, as soon as you buy a coin, always put your sell target. Sell targets. Now, I gave you like 3 sell targets here. Okay, sorry, I'll add you now. Sorry for those in the waiting room. I have to disable that waiting room. Oh, Salami Latifa. Okay. Okay, Rowan. Oh, okay, Femi, that's you. All right. Okay, so let me continue. So that means you bought the coin. So I usually recommend that as soon as you buy a coin, that you should set your sell targets immediately, because the market is not waiting for you. The market is volatile. It could go up and down. And then remember that market goes in order, like first come, first serve. If the price of a coin spikes up sharp, no, okay, let me show you something now. What I mean by spiking up. Now look at this tip of this candle. Now look at this candle now. Look at this candle now. This candle is showing you 15 minutes time chart. In the last 15 minutes time, this particular coin has gone up all the way to 87, and then the body of this candle now is showing you, this top part is showing you the highest price in the last 15 minutes. The lowest part of the tip down is showing the lowest price in the last 15 minutes. And then look at it now, it has dropped. It's converted to red, telling you it has dropped. Like I told you, the market doesn't stay one place. Right now, the candle was green, and right now it's not red. So it has dropped. Now, in this, if candle is red now, the reverse is down the case. The lowest part is now up. The highest part is now down. In a red and green candle, opposite, the reverse is the case for each other. So, what was I trying to explain here now? As soon as you bought, next thing to do is set your sell target. Let's just assume that you bought this coin at 85, and you want to set at 95. So, if you use market buy order to buy, you convert this market buy sell order to limit sell order. Remember, limit is saying you are trying to choose the price yourself, and then excuse me, limit is saying you want to choose the price yourself. So in this case, now that you want to sell, you are trying to choose the price you want to sell at. You're trying to choose the price you want to sell at. So you convert that market to limit. So now you're saying that when the price gets to 95, it should sell, everything you bought should sell off. So when you buy, always set your sell target. What price do you want your coin to sell at, and what quantity do you want to sell at? And now at this point, one of the profit management excuse me, one of the profit management that I originally recommend is that if you noticed, you saw that while we were just having this class, this coin moved from 84, 85 sats, 87 sats, 87 sats. You can, let's just say now you bought at 84 and then you want to sell at 87, and you also want someone to sell at 97. All you have to do is to split the quantity you bought let's just say you bought 100 pieces of this 100 pieces of this CVC, for example. Let's just say you bought 100 pieces of this CVC, for example. You can set your sell target at different quantities. Now you can set 25% quantity of your coin to sell off at. Let's just say you bought at 85. You want to sell it off at 90. You put 25 quantity to sell off. When the price hits 90 sat, 25 quantity of what you bought to sell off, and then you come again and you set that when it gets to 95, and that's 50%. It's all mathematics. Half of what is remaining from the 75 remaining should sell off, and then whatever is remaining again, maybe this time around, that's okay, when it gets to 100, what's now remaining should now sell off. So you can set different, you're trying to sell off in different steps, like selling off in bits. That way, this will help you if you are using large funds to trade, because that way you will make small profits, even if it doesn't hit your last price target eventually, before it starts dipping down. That this is for you if you want to take profits in short term and in bits. It's a way to maximize your profits also. So remember, after you've bought, set your sell targets. And just like in the signal room, I gave the price sell target I gave is I said to sell off at 131821. Of course, you can decide to take profits at lesser points, like maybe at 1 and all that. You can choose your own price, this thing, take it in bits. Because sometimes it's not as if coins don't give profits, but it might not be as much as you were expecting. Maybe you were expecting 50%, and then the coin didn't reach 50%, but it got 20%, and then the price started going back down. So you can use the law of compounding profits in the sense that you can set different sell targets so that you can collect whatever little profit is available gradually, before you eventually reach your desired price target. So you buy, and then you set your sell. So I said you should set your sell at 1.3. So look, this is 1.3. You put in 1.3, and then you put your sell. Well, this 1.3 should give you about 30% from the buy, depending on your buy, between 30 and 40% and 45%, depending on your entry price. Remember, my profit margin might not be the same as your profit margin because of what entry price. I might meet the signal at a price lower than you or higher than you. So the quantity of a profit you make might not be the same. So this is how to buy and set your sell. So this video we made available, later, much later, so that you can rewatch it again and then make your notes and then ask your questions. Please, sometimes, people should use the group to ask questions sometimes. It will help other people. Sometimes I might not really attend to your questions in the DM very fast. Do you understand? They're like tons of messages to attend to per time, but then ask your questions in the group so that I don't have to attend to the same questions twice. Maybe someone ask, 2 people ask the same questions. So if you have questions, ask them in the group, so attend to them in the group, so others can benefit also. Remember, the more you apply yourself to this thing, the more you learn. There's lots of information in this space to learn. Like, do you know that apart from this even crypto trading part, there are other parts of crypto that you can monetize? There's NFTs. NFTs are giving people profit. NFT is not a way for you to monetize your digital art. This is a time for artists to make money by auctioning their arts on marketplaces like OpenSea, Rarible, for example. That's a different class altogether. This space, there's lots of opportunities to monetize, different opportunities for you to monetize, but it starts from somewhere. So spot trading is a very good place to start, and then you move up. Remember, I don't support Ponzi schemes for anything, because they defeat the whole idea of crypto and all that. It's not as if Ponzi will not give you money, but then the foundation is not secure, and then it defeats the whole idea of crypto in the first place. And then there's no assurance that it will last. But at least with crypto, we only think about scaling. It's going to scale. This might not remain the same for a long time, but it's going to scale. But you know that we always have crypto here for as long as whenever. We'll have improved version of these things. So any questions so far so good? So we can move on to the next phase of my class. Okay, any questions so far so good? I can move on to the next phase of the class. Any questions so far so good? So we can move to the next phase of the class. Yes, you can buy the pair again if you want. If you think you can still have chance of making profit. Maybe after you made profit and then the coin retraces. Like now, take for example, now there's some coins I'll always buy over and over again as long as I see the coin at a low price. Like if I see Link again at $5, I'll buy Link again because it's easy for you to make 100% from $5 to $10. If I see Link again at $5, I'll buy Link again. Link is that coin that I know definitely will get to $50, $100 for one. So if I see Link again at $5, I'll buy it again. It would be like what NMR did to me this year. NMR was a coin that I bought at $5, $8, and then NMR hit $62 for one. And then when I wanted to buy NMR again when it dips, but I didn't buy it again because there was so many coins to buy. And then eventually NMR got $50 for one, and I was shocked. Even from my point of starting at $22 for one, it still made 100% plus Jara. What am I saying 100%? It still did 200% from my buy point, from my sell point, which was $22, with Jara safe on top. So like I said, there are lots of chances for you in this space, but information, timing, and patience are key in this space. I'll keep on emphasizing it. So that make sure you maximize profits, you minimize your loss and maximize profit, and has a lot